It is another beautiful morning on the Sulphur River. Just watching the sunrise. I'm waiting for Brian and his friends to get here. I'm going to be guiding them on the river today. It is Saturday the 21st. It's actually the very next day after I took my 7th graders to the river. This is getting to be hard on an old man. But this is one of my favorite areas, and I'm hoping this area will be unaffected when the lake goes in. We're about 15 miles downstream from the dam, and there is a lot of large feeder creeks that come in between here and there. So I'm hoping this end of the river will still get frequent enough rises that it'll turn over and continue to produce for us. I'm very sad about the lake going in because it's going to take away a third of the river and probably ruin another third for artifact hunting. But, you know, we'll see. Don't really know for sure yet. At any rate, it's a beautiful morning. It's supposed to be hot again today. It was 100 degrees yesterday on September 20th. Kind of late in the year for triple digits, but that was one reason we got out of the river as early as we did. Getting an earlier start today, so hopefully we'll get 4 or 5 hours of good hunting in before the heat runs us out. So we'll be joining you as we find things. I'll join you again in a second when they get here. Thanks for tuning in. Morning, guys. Glad to be down here with Brian, and tell me everybody's names. Amanda. Jay.
Winry.
All right, well, we're glad to have you with us today, and we're going to be going up the river to see what we can find. It's a beautiful morning. Going to be kind of warm this afternoon, so we're going to get our hunting in while it's cool. Let's go. Little bitty ribbon snake. I mean, we're like right here by the bridge, and we've already found one baby snake. I'm sure we'll see many more before the day's over. They come down here to feed on the frogs. I had just caught a little ribbon snake and was showing it to the girls, and then I looked down between our feet and saw this sticking out, and it's a pretty nice little Indian arrowhead. All right. Well, this section of river has really weeded up, but we're finding a few things. We got a few shark's teeth and some microfossils, lots of pretty jasper, one arrowhead, and a couple of shark's teeth. So, yeah, you know, it's best you can hope for under these conditions. Well, I'm back at the house now. This was the only point I found. It's a nicely made little guy. Some very shallow side notches. Not sure what to call it, but that was the only point of the day. A few fossils. Got really hot, and the 2 teenage girls kind of pooped out, so we got off the river pretty early, but it was fun to get out. I'll probably fold this hunt in with my next weekend guest and turn it into one episode. So we'll catch you next time. Hey, good morning, YouTube. It is the 28th of September. I'm down here with Jake and Michaela. We're going to see what we can find today. They are up from the coast down near Corpus, coming up to hunt the river with me today. So we're just going to go and see what we can find. We got a couple of rains this week. Let me tell you, not enough to actually bring the river up a bit, but it has rinsed the bottom pretty good. So hopefully it's exposed a few things for us. So we'll join you as we find stuff. I just got our first artifact of the day. Looks like a little flint knife. That's a start. It's been kind of sparse this first hour. Not too bad. So I can see why they abandoned manufacture on this. Look at that. Sucker's got a conning tower on the backside. Looks like an Imperial Star Destroyer. Anyway, at least that gives you an idea of what to look for. Okay, we've been here a little while now, but we finally got downstream of where Joseph and I turned around the last time we were here, so hopefully the finds will pick up. We've gotten 2 preforms so far and a couple of handful of small fossils, nothing fancy, but hopefully we'll start finding some better stuff now that we're down below the picked over zone. Well, we turned around and headed back to the bridge because we hadn't just found a whole lot. Jake got one nice mosasaur vertebrae. We got some small stuff, and I just saw a flash of color and poked down and poked that guy up. I wish he had the tip on him, but it's nice to see an artifact. Other than the two preforms, this is the only one we've seen. But maybe there's another one between here and the bridge. So walking over to the water to wash mine off, and Michaela flips this one out. Wow, I mean, two within about 10 feet of each other. Nice job.
Pretty sweet.
Yeah. I was just thinking how nice it'd be to have a fresh cold drink, and lo and behold, there's a water fountain right down here in the river. I don't think it's hooked up though, darn. Okay, so here's our end of the day haul. 2 damaged points, couple of preforms, petrified wood, pieces of worked flint, 1 nice little fish vertebrae. We got 1 kind of eroded but still identifiable mosasaur vertebrae. Looks real good on that side, just the ball point part is a little eroded. And quite a few little hemulus sea worm castings, miscellaneous bits of bone and shell, some baculites, 1 bit of mammoth enamel. So all in all, considering conditions, we didn't do too bad at all. So that was the sum of our trip to the river, but I wanted to show you guys what Joseph got. Friday, he went without me to one of our private permissions down near Quinlan. He got a really sweet little rockwall bird point. This killer broke. Several other broken points. There's another really nice broke right there. I've actually got a box full of broken points off this side. I'm going to go through and see if I've got the tip to either of those, because those would have been exceptional finds. But he had a pretty good day, and I knew he would want me to share them with you guys. All right, so until next time.